What is up, guys? It's your boy, finally feeling better, not so sick anymore, Cacus, and today we're going to be showcasing some weapons within Destiny 2 that you absolutely want to get your hands on, either by acquiring the random roll, crafting, maybe you already have one in your vault, time to take it out, infuse it up, all before this upcoming Tuesday and the launch of Act 2 of Episode 1 Echoes. Now, why is that? Well, these weapons are getting a massive boost in power for Act 2, and they could be absolutely meta-defining in only a few days. And so, let's get started. Now, the weapons getting this massive boost in power during Act 2 are going to be solar sniper rifles. Now, why is this? Well, Bungie recently revealed the new seasonal artifact perks arriving with Act 2. First of all, we're getting anti-barrier sniper rifle rounds. This is just going to make all sniper rifles a lot more useful in any content involving champions. But after that is when things frankly get off the rails in terms of power. So we are getting another seasonal artifact perk called Incendiary Rifle Rounds. Solar sniper rifle precision hits, scorch targets. This is absolutely bonkers. Not only are you getting that, ticking scorch damage inflicted when you're using a solar sniper to just simply do more damage, but remember, as you continually shoot a target like a boss and you inflict more and more scorch, when you get to 100 scorch stacks, you cause an ignition, and that explosion from the ignition does a massive chunk of damage. So imagine just using a solar sniper rifle against a raid boss. You're shooting, scorching, ignition, explosion, and all your teammates are also causing non-stop scorch and ignition explosions if they're also using solar sniper rifles. This perk by itself is going to just put solar sniper rifles so clearly above every other element of sniper in terms of damage output. It is going to be meta-defining. But it actually doesn't stop there. If that isn't crazy enough, we are also getting solar fulmination. Your ignitions do increased damage in an increased radius. So all those ignitions I explained you're getting from a solar sniper, well, they do even more damage. And then we also have the Sniper's Meditation perk, which says sniper rifle hits grant stacking sniper rifle damage, stability, and reload bonuses for a short time. Heavy ammo sniper rifle hits count as more than one. So if you weren't doing enough extra DPS with the scorching and the igniting, well, then you're also just going to do straight up more sniper rifle damage with this perk. And you can obviously combine all of these seasonal artifact perks for an incredible increase to your solar sniper rifles damage output. You're going to be able to absolutely drop raid bosses in Act 2. So, what are the solar sniper rifles you absolutely want to have leading into Act 2? Well, first of all, the two exotic ones are firstly going to be the Still Hunt. I think everyone initially thought of the Still Hunt. It's right now one of the best DPS weapons in the entire game when combined with Hunters and the Celestial Nighthawk helmet. And so this is just going to do even more damage in Act 2. With that being said, guys, Bungie did come out recently and say that they're actually nerfing this combo, reducing the damage output from Celestial Nighthawk on the Still Hunt by 25%. So it may be time to look to alternatives. And one of those alternatives is, of course, going to be the Whisper of the Worm, another solar sniper. This already is used to take down certain raid bosses like Oryx in King's Fall. It can shoot constantly, refunding its own ammo. This thing is going to crank. Remember, with Sniper's Meditation, the Whisper, it's going to increase its stacks and get that, increase in stacking damage faster than even the Still Hunt. Not to mention, if you use the Whisper of the Worm, because it's your exotic and your heavy slot, that means you could also use a legendary solar sniper rifle at the same time. Run out of ammo with one, you have another incredible option. So let's move on and talk about the legendary solar sniper rifles you want to acquire. Again, maybe you want to pair them with the Whisper for the double wombo combo. Maybe you want to use a different exotic than the Still Hunt, like an incredible exotic primary, and you still want access to a solar sniper. Well, then it's going to need to be legendary. First of all, I think the main one, everyone should craft this, the Aikilos sniper rifle. So again, this is the only good craftable solar PvE sniper rifle. You can also craft the Beloved, but its PvE roll is nowhere near this good. Now, importantly, since we lost boss spec, you're going to be using a backup mag. Remember, guys, that means you can get to the max magazine size of 7, and you're going to see this quite a lot in all the snipers we're showing off here without needing an extended mag perk. So you can use something like Flared Magwell to improve the reload while, again, still reaching that max mag size of 7. Now, after that, you absolutely want 4th times the charm. Every 4 precision hits, you will get 2 rounds back, and those 2 rounds are generated out of thin air. So it's just going to let you shoot so much more, and also it's an absolute wombo combo with the right column perk, High Impact Reserves. So, rounds at the end of the magazine deal more damage, and if you enhance it, it ramps up faster. Now, the combo is that because 4th times is triggering and giving you rounds back, you're actually going to get like those final 2 shots in the mag that do the most damage with High Impact Reserves. You're going to be getting them back multiple times, so you are absolutely cranking, especially because the Aikilos is a rapid fire frame, right? Because if every shot is adding Scorch and every shot is increasing the stack of bonus sniper rifle damage from Meditation, then the fastest shooting sniper rifle should be able to ramp up that DPS the quickest, right? So definitely rapid fire frames are going to be juicy next season. The Aikilos is the main one everyone should craft. Now, moving on from there, we have some randomly rolled legendary solar sniper rifles. First of all, it's the Uzume RR4. Now, I have a very old version, and that actually has triple tap, which obviously every 3 precision shots you get 1 back, combined with Vorpal weapon for a damage increase. This is actually dropping from the Nightfalls this week, so you have a couple more days to get your own Uzume RR4. On top of that, the new versions can actually get 4th times as well as Precision Instrument if you don't want Vorpal weapon, although they can also get Vorpal weapon. So again, this is, even though it's randomly rolled, it's dropping right now, and you have the chance to get a good one before Act 2 starts. Definitely consider grabbing this. Moving on from there, we have some more random rolls here. The Distant Tumulus, like this has been dropping as a world drop for like forever now, and it can actually get the roll, as you can see here, of Clown Cartridge to massively increase the damage on a reload, plus Firing Line. So in a raid boss damage scenario, Firing Line is going to be active for that 20% precision damage increase. Like that is a pretty juicy roll, and again, this is also a rapid fire frame. Now, moving on from there, a weapon that can get the exact same roll is the Long Walk. Unfortunately, this is an aggressive frame sniper, so being the slowest shooting, again, it might not be the best for ramping up the Scorch damage and the Sniper's Meditation damage, but it can also get that Clown Cartridge plus Firing Line roll, which is a very good PvE roll. And this weapon is also somewhat farmable because it drops from the updated Prophecy Dungeon loot pool. So, and I think it drops from the very first encounter, which is the easiest to farm. You can just go to the encounter this drops, and if Prophecy is the featured dungeon, you can do that encounter over and over and over again. You're going to get loot every single darn time. But then guys, moving on from there, there's one more solar sniper rifle I want to shout out. It again is somewhat farmable. I don't actually have like a PvE God roll for it yet, but it's going to be the Luna Regolith. Now this is a Vanguard weapon, so I mean you can see right here, as long as you have enough Vanguard engrams, you can focus it again and again and again. Additionally, the more times you increase your Vanguard rank, as you can see, the more extra perks you're going to get for your Vanguard weapon, so it's going to be easier to get the God roll. You know, you can see right here, I actually get one with Clown Cartridge, and yeah, this thing can get Clown Cartridge or triple tap in that left-hand column, and then you can combine it with Firing Line like we already saw for that increase to precision damage, but it can also get Precision Instrument to just boost its damage on its own, and that's going to be a lot better if you're like a solo player and you're not going to be always around teammates to trigger that increase to damage. So yeah, like those are some very good rolls. And again, because this is a focusable Vanguard weapon, this is definitely something that is acquirable in a couple days before Act 2 launches if you need it. And so guys, there you have it. Now I would say you absolutely want to be going into Season 2 with the Still Hunt and the Whisper of the Worm. So if you haven't done those exotic quests, again, I've made guides on them. You absolutely should before Act 2 starts. And then just one God Roll Legendary Solar Sniper in case you are using the Whisper of the Worm combined with that sniper, or you want to use, a different exotic over the Still Hunt. You want that option, you want that flexibility. But definitely, Solar Snipers are going to be the DPS option moving into Act 2. Like, they are going to be, it's going to be insane. Guys, that's it for the video. Hope you enjoyed and found this informative. If you did, please remember to help me out by simply rating and especially sharing this video. If you guys want to see more Destiny 2 content similar to this, don't be afraid to slap that subscribe button. If you want to get in touch with me and keep up to date with the latest channel activity, the best way is to follow me on Twitter at RickCacus. That is linked in the description down below. Again, I hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, have a good day.